What's up, nerds? I was walking through an antique store with my wife the other day and I came across this beauty. Let's check it out. Star Wars, of course, was released May of 1977. So the calendar didn't come out until 1978, and it was a mail-away. This is it, folks. The original, the very first Star Wars calendar, which was a mail-away. How freaking cool is this? So let's check it out. And by the way, it works for this year. So this one's going to be longer than a minute again. 1978 Star Wars calendar. All right, what was happening in 1978? What did they show us? For those of us, well, I had already seen the movie, but for those that hadn't seen the movie, what were they giving away? Let's see. All right, we've got in January, Darth Vader choking out Captain Antilles. That's pretty cool. Way to start it, man. Get in there with some death violence. Love it. That's the 70s for you. It's a good time to be alive. All right, February. Luke Skywalker checking out R5D4. What's that all about? All right, that's pretty cool. And as you see, the dates match up with this year. So I could display this year if I want to, but I'm not gonna. In March, we have Luke and C-3PO looking for some Tusken Raiders. Pretty cool. There's some great photography here. All right, in April, we've got a Tusken Raider on a Bantha. That's pretty cool. So for those of us who watched it on VHS for so many years, and it was not in letterbox form, we had the pan and scan version for years. When Luke was standing up there looking down at the Tusken Raiders, he'd say, wait a minute, there's sand people all right. I can see one of them now. And you couldn't see him. You couldn't see the sand person. It wasn't until I finally got my hands on a widescreen that I got to see it again, because I had seen it in the theater in the 70s, but I was only 3 the first time I had seen it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, fun fact. Okay, in May, we have Luke pulling up to his house after, that is what this shot is from. I think it's kind of out of order, but that's Luke coming home to find that his aunt and uncle are dead, and he's, moving on with his life very quickly. And then in June, we're already on the Falcon. So we've got Chewbacca and C-3PO at the Djarak table. Pretty awesome. It's great. I love that. All right. Then we've got the Centerfold. It's like a Playboy. We got the Centerfold right here. Look at that sexy C-3PO right there. Yeah, pretty cool. I wonder why they chose C-3PO. It was a great character, a great looking costume. Very cool. But, you would think it would be Darth Vader or something. But anyway, so we are moving on to July. Stormtroopers shooting down Cell Block 1138. Or that's not 1138. That's 2187. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So there we go. Stormtrooper shooting down the cell block right there where Princess Leia's at. Next up, we have our first peek at Han Solo. We got Han and Chewie outside the Falcon. We've all seen these photos many, many, many times, but this is just pretty cool, seeing it in the very first ever Star Wars calendar. So that's August for you. September, the year of my birth. What day was my birthday? September 16th, 1978 was a Saturday. So that's cool. I'm going to have a nice Saturday birthday this year. Han, Chewie, Princess Leia. I think this is the first time we've seen Princess Leia, and Luke in the trash compactor. That's freaking cool. I love that scene. Love that scene. And good to know. So my birthday, September 16th. Make sure you send me gifts. Just kidding. Then, of course, October, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is this our first glimpse? I think this is our first glimpse at Obi-Wan Kenobi in the calendar. He is turning off the tractor beam for October. It's pretty cool. Halloween's on a Tuesday. I might have a very special costume to wear that time. I've got to finish building it. Then in November, for Thanksgiving, we have Luke and Leia about ready to swing over that chasm. That's a cool shot. It's a really interesting still they took. All right, and then for December, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. That's rad. First ever lightsaber duel on screen. How cool is that? When I left you, I was once the learner. Now I am the master. Only a master of evil, Darth. Okay, I'm done. So Christmas this year and in 1978 is on a Monday, which is cool. Means we all get Monday off. Probably Tuesday as well. Yeah, interesting that there are no shots of the dogfight. There are no shots of the Death Star. The stunning wonders, the endless dangers, the supreme thrills of the greatest space fantasy ever made. See, it wasn't science fiction even back then. It was space fantasy. See the menacing Darth Vader, evil corrupter of the Force, work his dark powers. He really didn't do much of anything other than have a sword. Oh, I guess he did choke Admiral Mahdi at the table. So yeah, he did have some powers. See Luke Skywalker and the beautiful Princess Leia running for their lives inside the Death Star before they found out that they were brother and sister. See Chewbacca, the 100-year-old Wookiee, and the dauntless Han Solo resist Imperial forces. See Obi-Wan Kenobi, last of the Jedi Knights, is he though, wield his incredible lightsaber in battle. See the amazing droid C-3PO wandering the wastelands of the remote planet Tatooine. Okay, what about R2-D2? Come on. Oh, here he is. Plus, Jawas, Banthas, Sand People, the astonishing R2-D2, and more. Star Wars. That is pretty freaking cool. How neat is that? That's pretty cool. May the Force be with you all through the year. And you know, we were talking on the podcast not too long ago that it's pretty interesting that the Force was just kind of a concept that they came up with. Let me turn the camera around for this. The Force, and how the Force in 1977, 78, and 79 was just a basic concept. You know, there was no special powers really other than Darth Vader choking out Admiral Mahdi, like I had said, and, you know, Luke having the ability to shoot, you know, to deflect laser bolts from the remote, or, you know, there was a lightsaber. That was pretty cool. And Luke could actually talk to a ghost. That's pretty cool too. But no other special powers were really revealed. It wasn't until The Empire Strikes Back, when Luke was trapped in the ice cave of the Wampa, whenever he reached and drew the lightsaber to him, that we first got our glimpse of what the Force could actually do. And, you know, that was our first step into, well, that was our second step into a larger world. But, yeah, anyway, it's just amazing how things have evolved over the last 44 years now from where they started, and how, you know, we had these vague concepts of what things were, and then how they've just expanded on and grown throughout the years to be this massive thing, you know, the Force with all the powers and abilities, the ability to force project yourself across a galaxy, and the ability to, I don't know, just all the different abilities and powers. I'm not going to list them off. If you follow us, you watch Star Wars, you know Star Wars. I don't need to repeat it all. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. A little taste of what life was like in 1978, whenever we didn't know jack shit about Star Wars, and, you know, had these cool calendars coming out in 1978. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, my friends, that's it. Thanks a lot for putting up with this, and keep it nerdy.